And now the moment has finally come. Well, once again, if you saw my previous video when I did that busted up, beat up, probably the most deaf to a Panasonic RS-803US 8-track recorder, yeah, I played one last gasp of this machine that last night the motor was seized, busted, it was not working pretty good. So, what I'm going to be doing right now for this, I was going to have a little fun with this thing. I'm going to be throwing this in the dumpster. So, after 10 years of having this thing in my collection, this has got to go. You know, it's outside. I'm going to go outside on this rainy afternoon, and we're going to be throwing away all this. And that goes with the 8-track tapes. And the other ones, I haven't done it yet, so we're going to be doing that probably. We're going to throw the rest of these in the garbage. Once, if I can, thankfully I have these in my reel-to-reel somewhere, but this would be a good idea to throw those in the trash. Not really, I'm not into collecting 8-tracks anymore. So I'm fine with reel-to-reels and other kind of gadgets here. So the one thing I would prefer right after this, after I'm throwing this in the dumpster, I will show you what I have here in my collection, because this way I'm going to show it to you right now. So let's go outside. I know it's raining out there. It's heavy rain. I'm going outside and see what it does. All right, here we are. It's raining out there. It's very rainy outside. I'm holding with my 8-track recorder right here. We go. After 10 years of working, now it's finally come to a little conclusion. It's time for me to throw this in the dumpster. Man, this is not working anymore. I'm pretty much done with this 8-track, but I'm sorry to say, after 10 years of working with my Panasonic, it's out in the garbage. I'm gonna say goodbye to this once and for all. We're gonna dump this over here. I know this is a recycling here. We're gonna put this in here. So we're gonna say goodbye to this ugly looking Panasonic right now. This trusty, busted up Panasonic. This has got to go. Say goodbye to this thing, and we'll never see him again. You know, all he says, rest in peace. We'll never see again after 10 years of working, of playing around this 8-track recorder. This is gone bye-bye. It's in the dumpster. And that's gonna go there. Sorry to hear this. It's now gone. And now we're gonna go into the 8-tracks here. So we're gonna follow this up here as we continue. All right, same goes with these 8-track tapes. Thankfully, I got this re-spooled on my reel-to-reel on a 7-inch reel, but this has got to go in the garbage. Uh-oh. I got to go back and pick these up, and then we're going to throw that in a dumpster. So, too bad. It's got to go. Say goodbye to these 8-track tapes. So, once again, it's not worth keeping. And I'm going to go back and get all of these. We don't need these anymore, but we're not going to get into this right now. We have this, and this. This is garbage. We're going to go throw this in the trash. We're not going to be seeing this again. And one thing's for sure, and there you go. Now I'm back to this reality here. Well, everything is taken care of. So now we're going to get into business once again. Here's what you got to do before we throw this in the trash. More 8-track tapes needs to go. Before we go any further than this, let me see when I'm doing this. Here's what you got to do. You can do is how to transplant this 8-track tape and into this reel-to-reel. This take-up reel. I have empty reels like these. Now I'm going to do, it's a good idea, this tape looks the same width as the other ones. So now here's what you got to do. Cut this in here, just like you do with these things. You have to do is pull the tape a little further. Then you can do is just pull the tape further, and you have to do is sideways here. So you can do is put this sideways in. Use it on the other side. That will be for the head. That was for the shiny side on this thing. It's actually coated on the back side. This is the front side. Had the piece of that for the recording. So now we're gonna do is just put the tape in here. We're gonna watch them go, and then we're gonna do is move the reel further, and here it is. The end result is this. You have to use a take-up reel, just thread it a little bit, and there you go. So let's do the process right here. And now the reel is in place. I am using a cartridge, this 8-track tape here, to go with this thing. So what we can do is just thread the tape over here. That's where this tape goes. Just take this thing around. All you need to do is hit the fast forward button, and it will let it roll. So I am holding the tape this cartridge right here, and you'll see how much it's going to take. This tape is going to take a long process. It's going to take maybe a few minutes or so. Once the reel-to-reel, once the 8-track is clearing up the reel, it's going to fill it right up here. And there you go. All right, that fills the tape. So that fills up the tape with the reel. And there you go. Here you go. There it is, the full reel of tape that came out of an 8-track tape to this. So that will be used for recording. So hopefully we'll add it to this collection. Thankfully it's right up in my alley here. So it's very good. So let's take care of some stuff, and we'll see. We'll have to do this after that. Now all of this tape has been filled on the reel, and of course 8-track tapes is got to go. Yep, that means it's time to get rid of this right now, and ended up going in the trash. So let's get back outside and throw this in there. Okay, here we are. We've got one last thing before we get into business right now. And that is this. I'm throwing it in the garbage. Here we are. Got the last ones here. And this is what you get. It's in the dumpster. And there you go. Say goodbye to these 8-tracks. You're not going to be seeing it again. All right, back we go. This time earlier in the previous video, I did this demonstration of a Channel Master 8-track portable 8-track player from the 70s, and this is the one I'm going to be getting rid of because I don't collect 8-track tapes anymore, along with the other tape that I always want to get rid of. So along with that, I'm going to be donating this one because since I don't collect 8-track tapes, this is a Spark-O-Matic 8-track cassette adapter. It was working perfectly, but it's got issues. Yeah, it was just kind of stuck in there when it was in play, switching into the play mode. When you're using a cassette adapter, hit the play position, it won't play, but it stopped automatically. But yeah, there's no need to get this one because this is why I'm not going to be keeping them as well, because I'm going to be donating it to the thrift store. And also, I'm going to be returning this to the antique store probably by Thursday and see if I can get my money back. Because I did this, fixed it up, and maybe I'm going to return this Thursday since the antique store is not even open. It closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So I'm going to be, all I can say is I'm going to get rid of this. So this is why I'm not going to be keeping that all, because there's one thing I'm going to be talking about here, and that is... This is because we've got this one, because thankfully we've got the this thing, the Victrola model VTA 600B, that actually took over 8-track. So let me tell you, sounds better than the 8-track player or whatever this is. It's a CD player. You know, we've got CDs. You know, it has a CD in there. So I just want to throw in this one, but this is a CD of Whitney Houston's The Soundtrack to a Preacher's Wife. But I have a few CDs. I haven't been collecting CDs in a very long time. So I'm going to start buying CDs. You know, CDs are way better than 8-track tapes. You know, I think it's a lot better. It's got the thing to it. So whatever I do, let me pull this in my collection here. We got here we've got a couple of these. We've got CDs. This is Josh Groban's Bridges. This is way better than the 8-track tape and the Whitney Houston The Greatest Hits album. It's very good. If you know, I can listen to Whitney Houston whatever I wanted, but this sounds better than an 8-track tape. But all you gotta do is you have to turn this on here, and you got the CD display here. Let's read. And of course, there's no disc on here. Hit the eject. And you can pop a CD in, as you can do. This is like you do with 8-track tapes. And it's loading up completely. Yes, it has the timing than the blank 8-track tapes were. This, you see that? You hear that? This is far better than the 8-track tape. As you know, 8-track tape sounds terrible, but this is better. All right, I'm not going to play the song because of copyright, so I'm just wanted to show you how this thing sounds better. This is better than what you hear in an 8-track tape. This is actually better, you know. Now I can dig up some vinyl here. Love is happiness. Yes, I am listening to Tony Bennett. Guess what? I'm listening to vinyl right now. Does it sound better than 8-track tapes? See that? It sounds better than 8-track tapes. I'm listening to an album called Who Can I Turn To by Tony Bennett. This is a lot better than an 8-track tape. So if you go on eBay, you had to pay $20 if you buy these cheap on eBay or whatever. If you want to get this 8-track tape, I expect your opinion. If you don't, forget it. I'm not buying any more 8-tracks. This is why I don't need 8-track tapes anymore, but sometimes this is what I expect to see. What I'm doing it right now is $17 worth, and you get like cheap price on eBay. And you know what? I respect your opinion. I'm not buying any more 8-track tapes. You know what? I'm finished with 8-tracks. No way. I'm not going to get this in anymore. So I decided to go buy more on. I can go back to vinyl and buy more Tony Bennett on vinyl. That's good. This is what, like I said, vinyls are way better than 8-track tapes. As long as I expected to see. All right, I gotta do this. Yeah, it sounds far better. Well, it's not bad, but yeah, I know a lot of you people are bashing on the comments, on the Facebook comments, telling that it's cheap Chinese garbage, like what he calls as Chinese junk. But I know it's not as bad as what the Crosley did. So I know that this video says it all, but I know a lot of people are bashing the people who hated these cheap Chinese garbage. But let me tell you, I got it for Christmas. I know I can use it for other purpose because I know it's a Victrola brand, but it's not Crosley. Yeah, this is the product that isn't Crosley, but I think, to my opinion, is just it's a cheap because of the looks of this cheap turntable. Look at this. It's a Kineshin turntable that you see here. It's just Chinese garbage that you can tell that's not a good idea, a good sign. I saw him on one of the Facebook groups, on his record players group on Facebook. The guy, is Brian, better known as Radio TV Phono Nut, had made a video and this made a post about this thing, and guess what happened? He did a picture of what just happened. Yes, he smashed. He's the most destructive person on the face of the planet. He EOL'd or destroyed the Crosley, and you could tell the model number on the. I don't know what the model number is on the Crosley because it's a CR. If I can't see, it's too blurry. It's 7940PA. I think I can't look at it. It's too blurry. And that little destructive thing. And you know what? I respect your opinion. I'm not really destroyed anymore, except the previous one that I just did was throwing out the 8-track tapes and, of course, the Panasonic RS-803US, because that was the last gasp of doing this video, of doing my own demonstration of this Panasonic thing. But this is not really a good idea to do, but I'm not buying any more 8-track tapes anymore, and I'm not going to buy another 8-track player ever again. So once again, I'm going to stick to CDs and turntables and vinyl records, whatever. I want to go out and buy them, but don't buy any more 8-track tapes. Or occasionally I can get reel-to-reels. There's a reel-to-reel machine over here. This is the only one left. This is the one I have left. One is the Technics RS-B11W cassette deck, and of course the Akai 1721W reel-to-reel deck, all in working order. But there's no need for an 8-track tape anymore. I'm done with this. So this is just a little typical video on what I did about this 8-track tapes and its demise. You'll never ever see it again on these 8-track tapes. I will never buy any more 8-tracks ever again. So I'm going to be sticking with vinyl, and I'll stick with CDs from now on. CDs are much better. So I'm just going to have to agree on this because there you go. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this long video on on what is going on. What the title says is Farewell to 8-track Tapes. So what I did say farewell to the Panasonic RS-803US, and of course that's that. I just did a video when it was raining outside. I know. I apologize for the weather here because the weather was not that good. So I think it's a way to throw out this thing in the trash. So we will never buy another 8-track tapes again. And like I said, I got to return this thing along with the other 8-track tapes that I have came with it to the antique shop and pay me back and give me back a refund. So hopefully I will have to keep money and buy some of the stuff that I have to save money here, because here it is. That's it. I hope you all enjoyed that video for a long, kind of a sad video to tell you, but we'll move on to other things. Hopefully we'll get to this soon. So if you enjoyed, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and hope you come back again later. So this is Chris, and I will catch you again soon. Bye for now. And I forgot one more thing before we go. If you know, this is one I just picked it up at Barnes & Noble. I ordered it online. This is a blank CDs. This is a Maxell blank CDs. As you probably know, this is a CDR. So here's what you can see. This is the way you have to make CDs of your own. So this is a lot better than recording stuff on an 8-track tape. But you can tell it's the same length as the 8-track tape. It's because the timing is 80 minutes long. It's the same length as the 8-track tape does. But other brands had blank 8-track tapes that have 80 minutes on them. But this CDR is actually 80 minutes. So if you want to do it just like we do with the 8-track tapes, just make a CD. So there you have it. There you go.